Welcome back, everybody, to Alliance War Season 25. This is War number 4. We're going to kick it off by selecting our attack team today. And today we are going back to the favorites. We have Suicides turned on. That means it's Omega Red. That means it's Sabretooth for the synergy. And we have a 5-star or a 6-star to choose from. We're going to load up the 6-star. And then we're going to load up Falcon. So we haven't used Falcon in a while. I'm pretty excited about this team. If you follow the channel, you know how much I enjoy playing with Omega Red. He is my go-to guy, my most comfortable champion, and he fits right into this war so well because on Path 5 we've got an Agent Venom, a Nick Fury, a Hit Monkey, and then in the middle we have a Cord. We've got 4 skill champions back to back to back. Oh, and then we have a Mole Man after that. Make it 5 skill champions lined up in a row, all of whom are just ready to get clapped by Omega Red. We've also got a Thing and a Rhino on Path 5 as well, followed by another skill champion, Thor Ragnarok. So the path set up beautifully for Omega Red. If we take a look at some mini bosses, we've got some different ones. We've got a Guardian and a Black Widow Deadly Origins up there. That's a first. So interesting placement, but we're going to go in and we're going to boost up big. We've got the rainbow boosts on just to make sure that we're good. And Agent Venom is going to be a cakewalk for Omega Red because as long as we have 10 death spores or more on him, he cannot shrug off our stun. He's on the ebb and flow knockdown node. It's going to make it really easy to knock him down since he cannot shrug that stun debuff. So we're going to start the fight off by just staying close. We're not going to try to parry. We're going to try to stay as close as possible. Let those spores build up. There we go. Now we've got above 10. He can't shrug them. We're going to lock in the degen. We knock him down. We've got the Fury going. And the Death Spores and degen are absolutely slaughtering him. Going to heavy attack one more time. Lock in the degen. The protection comes back. But at this point, it doesn't matter. This dude is toast. Omega Red absolutely slayed him. I absolutely love this dude so much. So much fun to play. So much easy damage. 18 hits, and it's over. So very simple, very straightforward fight for Omega Red. I think it's pretty decent placement for anyone else other than Omega Red and maybe Apocalypse, but fortunately we had the right counter. And we move on to the Ebb and Flow knockdown. Heavy hitter intercept with this Nick Fury on it, and it's a 6-star rank 3 Nick Fury. Oh boy, he's Sig level 42, so he's going to DK pretty fast in his second life, but this is very good placement because when he gets into his second life, it's going to make it really difficult. What also makes it really difficult is when you get parried right off the bat. I'm not sure how he did that. I must have just been extremely slow with my counterattack. All good, it didn't do too much damage, but unfortunately he throws a special one early and I lose so many death spores. I'm at 10, I wanted to lock in at least 20 for this fight, so that's a bummer. We're going to have to stick with 10 for the remainder of the fight. But right here we're going to heavy, reapply them. The Fury is still up, so we're still doing the most damage possible. We're going to do it again right here. Heavy attack, lock in the degen, get the Fury, all good. Keeps throwing that annoying special one, just so irritating. Gonna throw it again here, even though I'm blocking, and I lose all my death spores and the Fury. So, not a great way to go into a second life right here. We're gonna enter the second life pretty quick. He also has that block resist mastery on him, which, good thing I found that out now, but it's gonna make him harder because the strategy in his second life is to wait for him to DK and then heavy counter his unstoppable heavy attack. And fortunately, Omega Red can counter his unstoppable heavy. The timing and spacing just works out really well. But now that I know that they're running a point in whatever mastery that is, he might resist my heavy attack. So that will be a problem. That could end the fight very quickly for me. So we have to hope that doesn't happen because it's really the only option here to take him down. So now that he's down to his 30% mark, we're going to wait for that heavy, counter it with ours. He didn't resist it, fortunately. Throws the special one. Again, did not want. We're able to dex the last part and go in, get those death spores up. Now we've got 6 on him, 7 on him, 5 on him, whatever that is. So we are doing damage. Unfortunately, I think this special attack 3 will end the fight. It went okay. I think the fight went about as well as it probably could have. There was a few instances where I wish he hadn't thrown the special 3. But fortunately, we actually had to go for an intercept after that special 3 because it did not finish him like I thought it would. We're going to try to bait out the special 2, and then we can go in and punish that and finish the fight. So my bad, a little preemptive there. I forgot how that went. The special 3 I thought finished him off. Did not. Made a little extra work for me, but still, we get that full attack bonus against that Nick Fury, and that is a tough fight and a good place for him. But we've got 2 fights in the bin. We're feeling really good right about now. And we're going to come up to this Hit Monkey here, and he's on the steady build-up Fury, heavy hitter, power alternator node. He's a 6-star at rank 3. Can definitely do some damage when he hits you. We healed up a little bit. I wasn't too worried about this fight though. We're not going to knock him down right away. We're going to basically just hit into him, stay close, let our death spores build up as much as they can. And right here with about 16 on, we're going to go ahead and heavy, lock in the degen, lock in the death spores, and he cannot shrug our stuns because we have above 10 death spores. We're able to evade his special 1 really easily. The animation timing is perfect. And this fight's over. 14 hits. I'm not sure I've ever seen a fight go that fast. I wasn't even looking at his health bar. I didn't even know I was that close to taking him down. 14 hits. The fight went ideally. It was perfect. Absolutely no problem. So we can hop along into section 2, and I didn't actually end up taking the Korg on Mixmaster like I thought I might, but that's all good. We've got this Mole Man with the guidance boost pre-fight placed on him from White Magneto. He's on the Footloose Kinetic Transference node, and this node has gotten me so many times over the seasons. I absolutely hate this node. He's a 6-star rank 3 Mole Man, but fortunately we have Omega Red, and we're feeling really confident right now. So we're going to go in heavy and lock in the degen right away. We're just going to parry a few times, let those death spores stack up, and we want to push them to that special 2. And now we just have to bait this out. So we're going to bait out the special 2 after we get hit and comboed a few times. Lucky it didn't push him to a 3rd bar of power. Footloose, kinetic transference, gives him another bar of power right away, and I can't hit him. Fortunately, it works out right there. We're going to go in for another combo. Got to bait out the special. He throws it really easily this time, but we're up against a wall. We're going to wait out the Footloose, and there we go. Lock the death spores and the degen back in, and we're feeling good. We're on a good pace right now. This fight hasn't gone perfect, but it's gone pretty good. If I hadn't gotten smacked in the beginning, I would be like at full health probably. So we're gonna wait out that Footloose and kinetic transference again. Heavy attack, locking in the death spores and the degen. We're gonna go in for another little combo here. Get the death spores up to 10. And now we don't want this to kill him actually, because we want to get some healing from it, but I don't think we're going to get it. I think this is going to do it. It's going to wrap up the fight. Other than getting hit in the beginning, which was just a total missed parry by me, super straightforward fight. Mole Man, I don't think is the best person to place on that node. His animations of his special attacks take so long, so you can wait out that Footloose really easily. So I didn't mind it too much. But so far, things are going insanely well. Omega Red is absolutely crushing it, just like I thought he would. But now we come to this thing on the Ebb and Flow Intercept node, and I know how this fight works. He's a 6-star rank 3 thing. I know with Falcon, if I can lock on and intercept him, then the protection will be gone the rest of the fight. So that's what I'm going to try. So we're going to lock on right here. Going to go in for a combo. We're going to try a backdraft right here. No, didn't go for it. We get absolutely punished by a combo. And just like that, we're down to 25% of our health. I was a little desperate to turn off the Ebb and Flow Intercept node. Thought it would work. I know I'm not good at intercepting. I thought I would try it here because I was practicing it. I thought I had gotten a lot better. Not good enough though. What I should have done, honestly, is just been patient. By locking onto thing, I'm pretty sure I could have ended this fight fast enough. So we're going to try to lock on again right here. Fortunately, we're not taking any blocked hits while we're locking on. We're going to throw the special too. We still have suicides on, so we're taking that recoil damage. But you can see how well this fight is actually going, even with the nodes turned on. Had I just been more patient and fought this like a regular thing fight and not tried to go for an intercept, I would have been fine. This would have been an easy win, honestly. But the suicides are going to kill me. The poison gets me, and that's a death to what was a very, very strong start to the war. So that happened. You know, that's just impatient mistake. I know not to do that in the future. Learn from it, improve, go on. But we are going to go in with Omega Red, and we're going to try to finish this dude off. Omega Red still is an awesome thing counter. We're just going to out-damage the protection. We're not going to go for an intercept like the Bonehead Falcon mistake. So right here, we're going to heavy with 24 Death Spores, which is really respectable. Unfortunately, he caught me in a combo as well, and I take some massive damage from a regular 3-4 hit combo, whatever that was. So that was fun. Not a good start here either. And yeah, now I'm a little worried that I'm going to lose 2 attack bonuses here instead of just 1, because we're basically tied at health. He finally throws his special. I lose all my Death Spores, obviously. Nothing you can do about that. We're going to go back in after his special, and we're going to try to heavy attack and lock in more spores. It's going to kill him, but oof, boy, 2 really ugly fights that really did not need to look that bad. I really did not need to lose that attack bonus, but Omega Red did the job, and he finished him off. So Omega Red saving my butt again, and we're going to use him for this next fight as well. So we're going to use him for this Rhino on the same node. Ebb and Flow Intercept is really the only one to worry about. Redoubled Determination is there, but it's not really going to make a difference for Omega because we're only going to be applying 1 degen debuff to him, so it's not going to increase his power gain by that much. And obviously the goal with the Rhino is to stay close. We want to keep him in the corner if we can. And we're just going to heavy lock in those degens and the Death Spores and wash and repeat. Right here, get the good timing, the degen's on, bait out the special, stay close to him, bait out the special, and again I get parried for some weird reason. So I was a little slow punishing the special attack. Just not the best reflexes from me for whatever reason. Right here we do it. We get a nice punish on the special. Lock in the degen again. Gonna bait out the special 1. And we're actually gonna heavy and lock in the degen again because the spores were about to fall off. But this fight's going well. This fight is going very well. We're out damaging the node without any problem. We've kept the Death Spores up the entire fight. He clocked us early on, unfortunately, but there you go. There you go. There's the end. Get the KO. Full attack bonus achieved. That one took, I think, like 40 something hits. All good, not too bad. Ultimately, Omega Red is still just the absolute king of Alliance War for me. So we've got this super ideal matchup yet again for Omega Red. It's Ebb and Flow Intercept, Redoubled Determination, and Crumbling Armor, and you know, again, it's a 6-star rank 3. These are beefy defenders, but Omega Red, such a great counter here, and I went in, again, with pretty much full confidence I was going to be able to do this. Thor Ragnarok is a large or extra large defender, but because Omega is as well, every time I knock him down, I'll be getting rid of any protection that I apply, so no need to worry. We're just going to slow hit into him, build up the combo, bait out the special 1, and we need to lock in the degen right here. And now just wait this out. Again, there's no need to hit him while he's degenerating. It's just basically waiting for him to come back at us so we can heavy attack and reapply the degen. And we're going to get that timing again right here. Perfect. We haven't even hit him 20 times yet. We had a little low battery issue, but fortunately it didn't disrupt the fight. And we need to lock in the degen one more time, but we're getting close to that 20 hit mark, so we had to throw the special 2 there. That's fine. We didn't want him gaining that massive power, so we have the death field active. We're going to try to reapply those death spores. It's not really working out because he's throwing his special 1s. So unfortunately, we do lose all the death spores. We get back up to 10 here, but definitely not as effective as where we were before. I really poorly mistimed that heavy counter. That was an impatient mistake. And then I just catch a combo to the face right there for whatever reason. So, yeah, a couple mistakes. And make that another one by throwing a special 2 into a block. I'm not sure what that was, but what that means is that he's going to go into his power gain phase. Fortunately, he throws his special again, and he doesn't get to a special 3, but at this point, with 5% health left, I don't think I can outdamage him anymore. I'm going to take a lot of block damage through the parries, like that. And unfortunately, I can't get the job done in one. Omega Red lets me down at the very end of the war. That's his first death of this war, but he was on a roll before that. We had someone else go in and finish him off, and that finished my war. But we do have an extra little treat for you from one of our other battle groups, actually. One of our Alliance officers, Blaze. He is taking down this 6-star, what I presume is a rank 3 Mole Man boss, with his Dr. Doom. And this is an interesting fight. I think he plays it extremely well. Obviously, his Dr. Doom is rank 3 as well, I'm pretty sure. So, pretty even matchup. And, you know, it's a slow fight. It's definitely not going to be a quick kill by any means. But considering how stacked this Mole Man is, I mean, his PI is at 79,000 with the nodes. This is pretty effective gameplay. Dr. Doom is a great option. I think for any boss, really, because the boss is always gaining those resistances. And Dr. Doom's special 1 can fully nullify those physical and energy resistances, whatever they're gaining. So that makes him a really good option. Obviously, he gains power fast. You can throw on the Incinerate. There's no point in going for the Doom cycle because I'm almost positive that because he's unstunnable, you can't passively stun him either. So the special 3, you wouldn't be able to go into the Doom cycle afterwards, which totally makes sense. But he's basically just getting to his special 2s and throwing them. He's able to evade the special 1s pretty easily. I think both of Mole Man specials are pretty simple to evade. That's why I don't think he really makes for a great boss because, you know, so much damage comes from blocking special attacks, especially like Apocalypse. And you don't need to do that with Mole Man. You can just evade pretty much the full thing. And, I mean, you can make a mistake, sure, maybe, but for the most part, you're taking 0 damage through the block on his specials. And when you can do that, I think you've got a pretty good recipe to win. He's not even going for any intercepts, you know. He's just letting Mole Man hit into his block. Doom has that super tankiness. He's got that armor, that physical, crit resistance, excuse me. And there's really not much to it. He's able just to, you know, keep throwing special 1s, get back to his special 2, burn him a little bit, and you can see how well this fight is going. This is truly awesome work. He's consistently baiting out the special 1s, I believe. I don't know if he necessarily needed to do that. I don't think Mole Man special 2 is anything difficult to evade either. But to each their own. He's obviously doing a really good job with the way that he's playing it, so can't criticize it. And this fight is kind of over already. It seems like this fight hasn't gone on very long. It's been 132 hits, about 3 minutes in. But at this point, it's like the fight's not in question. This special 2 is going to do some nice Incinerate damage, and just bait out another special 1, and there's just really nothing to it, man. Blaze does a great job. It just basically requires focus, concentration, and remembering not to hit into Mole Man's block. That is really how you're going to lose this fight. I think that's the only way you're going to lose this fight is if you forget that. but ultimately he doesn't, and he ends it with a nice stylish special 2, so we're going to pass through that. And despite how well it looked like this war was going, we actually did lose. I would say for me, this was probably my best war of the season. I think this is the best I've played, the most fights I've taken. I only had, I had 2 deaths technically, but it wasn't too bad. But we had 38 deaths as an alliance. They only had 18, and we're usually around that 18 to 20 number. So I think if we had all played really well, this would have been a very, very close war. But we didn't, and it happens. I certainly have off wars. You're going to see a really, really bad war coming up in the next one from me. I'm definitely not the best player in this game. I'm certainly not the best in this alliance by any means. But kudos to our opponents. They played really well. Obviously, their attack team was awesome. Very few deaths. And we're going to try to bounce back in the next one. And we'll catch you there. See ya.